When did you actually start making money from trading? Like you started in 2020?
2021.
2021. So that's
Sorry, 2020 I started making money. But the thing is, I was getting signals from the person I was living with at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was living with a bunch of friends. One of them was a trader. And he gave us some signals. Obviously, like after a week, we all lost our money because we never have enough money. We had like £500, 300, and you can't trade with that low capital when it comes to trading. Of course, you can, but you're not going to be content with the profits because it's based on a percentage risk.
Yeah.
So if I have £500 in my account,
You only risk
the
1%.
correct risk is to risk 1%, which is what?
£5.
£5. Am I going to be happy with, I don't know, let's say I catch a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio trade. Am I going to be happy with £15 for that day?
No, not really.
No, especially in a cost of living crisis like today, so on and so forth. So in order for you to actually trade from a correct standpoint and see it like a business, you must see things from a percentage point of view. And you can only see things from a percentage point of view when you have a substantial amount of capital.
Yeah, and these are the reason why prop firms came into play.
Exactly.
Because they help everyone make a lot more money in that way.
Exactly. What was the question you asked me? I kind of went on a tangent. I forgot your question.
I was going to say, just with the whole trading aspect of things, my point being was the fact that it takes time.
It takes time,
to build that capital.
So I made money in my first year, but it wasn't profitability. It was making money, losing it, making money. I lost £7,000 of my own money in my first year. My second year now is when I started seeing results. Okay. Because first year I went ham, although I was learning the wrong information. Second year, like I doubled down and I made sure I'm learning the right information this time, and I really locked in. I was making some money, and then literally like throughout this the last quarter of my second year, that's when I started to become profitable. And that's when I quit my job as an estate agent. As you know, I was mopping floors, cleaning toilets. Then I became an estate agent, and then everything that I mentioned previously. And when I started to make money from my phone as an estate agent, my manager saw me trading from a tab. So the CCTV cameras caught me trading. They fired me. They gave me a disciplinary meeting, and then they fired me. But at that time, I had made like £700 in one day. And the next day I made like £2,000 in one day. The next day I made like £300 in one day. I said to myself, yeah, you know what? I'm out. I left work and I said, something's working now. And I think it's time to put all my eggs in this basket when I started seeing results. The problem is a lot of people, they put the eggs in a basket of trading before they even have any income. And that's not recommended. You have to have a side income, work a normal job, do trading on the side, but don't treat it like it's on the side.
Okay. So basically what that allows you to do as well is you don't have to. So what I'm trying to say,
so that you're not trading out of desperation.
Yeah, you're not trading out of desperation. Also, the profits that you make, because you've got another income, you're not taking that money and using it for your daily expenses or whatever the case may be, and that way you can build up the account as well.
Absolutely.
So it's not too bad. So I'm going to mention something that you brought up in the first podcast that we done. Was the fact that you were raised in North London, and also there was a point where you had -6 in your bank account. And I know I asked you this question in the first podcast, but just to ask it again, and I kind of want to go more in depth into it. How did you not fall into the trap of making money in other means?
I'll be honest with you. As much as I'm sitting here speaking in a different fashion, I wasn't always like this. I was never on road, but I had friends that were heavily involved. I was even in situations where, I said hello to my friend. I got put in the back of a police van, handcuffed, questioned. Then obviously I'm not a criminal, so they let me go. I've been in situations where I'm sitting in the car with some of my Albanians, and they've got literally some class A in the car, and I had to sort of analyze and say, you know what, if I get pulled over right now, I'm done. I'm doing at least minimum a couple of years, and this is like big boy weights we're talking. So I said to my friend, don't invite me ever again to these sort of places. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you know there's something like this in the car, make sure you tell me.
Yeah, you can't be around that environment.
I'm trying to become an entrepreneur, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not into this stuff.
Yeah.
This is not my field. That's you guys, cool. Well done. I'm not into this. So the environment was there, but I was never swayed. Like I said, my mum and my parents always say I grew up very stubborn. Stubborn in what I know is right for me. What I feel is right for me anyway, because you never know.
Yeah.
So I knew that's wrong, and I knew the correct way I want to be in life is I want to be someone who earns an honest living. I want to be someone who becomes an entrepreneur, someone who inspires, someone who impacts, and someone who changes my family's life and the people around me. Does this route make sense? No. Does this route make sense? Yes, cool. I'm on this route. So I've been in situations where obviously people close to me, friends, been in jail, shot, stabbed, died, funerals. Like I've been in those situations, you know.
Yeah, been there, done that.
Been there, done that. So I feel like how stubborn I am aided me in entrepreneurship, because I'm someone who my friends used to say, here bro, take a toke of the cigarette. I'll be in my friend's house and there'll be drugs there. I'm not interested. I look at them like, are you guys serious? And this is whilst I was dead broke. So for people saying, yeah, you're successful now, why are you looking down on these people? No. This is me whilst being dead broke, looking at these guys. Well, my friends telling them, you guys need to fix up.
But this mindset, where did you get it from? Because looking at it from an inside perspective or from an outside perspective, shall I say, I've been there as well in that same sort of situation.
Yeah.
We've grown up around the same sort of area, and definitely the same sort of environments.
Yeah.
If you're growing up with these people, that mindset of no, this is wrong, or no, I shouldn't do that, where does that come from?
My parents taught me right and wrong.
Mm-hmm.
My mum and dad, they made it very clear of how to be. My dad was always onto us when it comes to religious activities like Quran. My mum was even more onto us, taking us to these. I used to go madrasa, Saturday school.
Mm-hmm.
I used to learn Quran, so on and so forth. Like, my parents raised me correct. That's literally what it is.
Okay, so
grew up from a good household. Yeah, but you have to understand, bro. Like, when people ask me where I come from, I say North London because I went to school in Edmonton.
Mm-hmm.
I went to primary school in Enfield. I lived in Enfield. I lived in Southgate. I lived in Edmonton. I went to Quran school in Tottenham. I went to Saturday school in 4th Street, Raynham. I went to, back in the days, youth club, Palmer's Green. Lived in Palmer's Green for some time. We used to get my haircuts in Turnpike Lane. I'm always in Turnpike Lane.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I know people from everywhere. And these are the ends I'm cutting through every single day. And imagine what I'm seeing. Like I said to you, I'm saying hello to my friend. I'm getting put in a police van.
Yeah.
I'm at the barber shop. I'm seeing a guy get stabbed. This is what I'm exposed to. Okay? Man, my life wasn't no crazy life. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. But we would witness these things. We would see these things. You know? After school, you see a guy pull out a knife. You see one guy outside the school gates waiting for someone because there's beef and a situation happens. A guy gets stabbed in the park, dies. So these are the things you're exposed to from a very, very young age. And I wasn't interested in it. I was just a very cheeky kid. Like I was good with the bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
And the teachers loved me. And I was good with the nerds. Like I'm literally the guy that is cool with everyone.
In between, connected to everyone.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm still the same now.
Yeah.
Like I can take you to some crazy guys. I can take you to...
You could chill on the block and you could chill with the top entrepreneurs.
Exactly
yeah.
that. And
very adaptable.
Very adaptable. Yeah.
That's what you got to be.
I love that. Yeah.
That's what everyone's got to be.
Yeah, man. On that point of people, environment, so on and so forth, I actually got you a gift.